So you want a Fuji camera for the built-in film simulations, right? Well, so do I, but I'm really not trying to drop any more money on camera gear. So, if you have a Sony camera, here's how to get filmic photos straight out of camera, just like on a Fuji. I'm not sure which model of camera you need to have to do this, so I'm going to be using my A7C II. There are other ways of doing this using picture profiles, but today we're going to be using the Creative Looks menu. I've put the Creative Look as a shortcut in my function menu, so I just press FN and go into Creative Look. So let's go over my 3 favorite presets and how to use them. On a quick note, I found that some of these can feel a bit cool when using the camera on auto white balance. So sometimes I shoot on the quality settings so I can push the colors into a warmer tint, and I quite like the results. And before I head into these, another quick disclaimer, I do shoot in JPEG plus RAW, just in case I want to edit these photos later on. And finally, I've made a video on this before, but here's the setup that I'm using. It's the A7C II with the Viltrox 28mm f4.5, and sometimes I also use this Ulanzi SL02 flash. It's nice and tiny. The whole setup looks like this, just for those point and shoot on camera flash retro vibes. And if you want to know a little bit more about this X100V or X106 alternative setup for Sony users, check out this other video that's in a card here somewhere, and also linked down in the description. So the first preset is somewhat similar to classic Nikon Fuji, and here are the settings. The look is FL, contrast is set to 3, highlights to -3, shadows -4, fade set to 1, saturation set to -2, sharpness set to 0, sharpness range set to 1, and clarity set to 0. And here are some of the photos I took with this recipe. The second preset is similar to classic chrome on Fuji, and here are the settings. The look is IN, contrast is set to 2, highlights are set to 0, shadows are set to -2, fade is set to 0, saturation is set to -2, sharpness 0, sharpness range 1, and clarity 0. And here are some examples of photos I took with this recipe. The third one that I also use is a black and white preset, and here are the settings. Look is BW, black and white, contrast is set to 3, highlights are set to 2, shadows are set to -2, fade is set to 0, sharpness is set to 0, sharpness range is set to 1, and clarity is set to 0. And finally, here are some examples with that recipe. I also have a 4th recipe, which I don't use quite as much, but I thought it was worth sharing with you guys as well. It is quite similar to Leica covers, at least in my opinion, and here are the settings. The look is VV2, contrast is set to -4, highlights are set to 0, shadows are set to 3, fade is set to 0, saturation is set to -4, sharpness is set to 0, sharpness range is set to 1, and clarity is set to 0. And here are some examples of how that looks like. Another disclaimer, I definitely got these from somewhere. I didn't just come up with them, but I can't find the creator who came up with some of these. If I do find it, I'll be sure to link him down in the description. But I still thought it was worth sharing them with you guys in case you didn't come across that video. Now, is this the same as shooting on a Fuji camera? It's not exactly the same, but if you own a Sony camera already, and you don't want to drop more money, or you just want to keep your kit as compact as possible, like me, I still think these are pretty fun, and it's an easy way to get more interesting photos straight out of camera. If you pair these recipes with this little setup right here, I think you have a killer setup for street photography, travel photography, everyday life. So go check out that video on this little setup, and I hope you guys enjoy these recipes. If you end up using them, let me know down in the comments, and be sure to go out and have fun. For now, stay safe.